Greetings. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Trustee Noddle, Mrs. Goodsell, and honored guests. It is our distinct pleasure to welcome you to this significant ceremony, a time when we convene to honor the accomplishments of a milestone in the lives of 176 seniors. The accomplishments of this class are truly remarkable and noteworthy. They have been recognized at the local, state, and national level for their accomplishments, both academically and artistically. We have in our midst Texas Scholars, Advanced Placement Scholars, National Merit Honorees, Downbeat Award winners, National Thespians, Visual Arts Scholastic Event Gold Medalist, NFAA finalists, and Presidential Scholar semifinalists. An astounding 99% of these seniors will graduate tonight with a recommended or distinguished achievement diploma. And this is just a few of the hundreds of awards and honors this class has earned. As they prepare to move into the world of higher education, they leave us having earned $10.65 million in scholarships. As we join together tonight to celebrate the many achievements of these outstanding graduates, we respectfully request our audience's cooperation in helping us to preserve the dignity that should characterize the commencement ceremony for these outstanding 2011 seniors. These graduates have given much, as have their families, to reach this pinnacle in their formal education achievements. And it is this ceremony that solemnizes the importance of today. Air horns, cowbells, and other forms of unruly behavior are inappropriate, and they show a lack of proper respect for our students' outstanding achievements and desires. However, spectator applause in support of individual or group distinction is both encouraged and appreciated. Please help us to make today's ceremony one of pride and distinction in the memories of our seniors on their way to outstanding success as productive and well-respected members of our adult society. At this time, I am honored to present to you our board trustee, who has been incredibly supportive of Booker T. Washington, particularly in the last few months as we have looked at budget difficulties. It is my honor and my pleasure to introduce Trustee Ms. Bernadette Nuttall.
Good afternoon. Booker T. Washington 2011 graduates. I knew you could, I knew you would, and yes, you did too. Just like the train in the famous children's book, The Little Engine That Could, you remember that train was determined to keep chugging and moving forward in spite of obstacles and doubts. And ultimately, because it thought it could, it did, and you will too succeed. Yes, you will indeed. I'm happy and proud to be with you on such a special day, Graduation Day. It's a special and unique time in life. It's a day filled with pride and excitement that come with accomplished goals and hard work. It's a day tinged with bittersweet goodbyes. It's also a day filled with hope and the promise of endless opportunities unfolding before you. Booker T. Washington is Graduation Day, and as you sit here in your caps and gowns, surrounded by the love of family and friends, anything and everything is possible. I wish I could show you the stops, 2011 graduates, that you'll visit, but that isn't for my choice to make for you, is it? Instead, Booker T. Washington, I can tell you some lessons and tales that I've learned and relearned in my time on the rails. First of all, graduates, you must find your very own track so you can start right away and never be held back. But which track is yours, Booker T? Well, that all depends on which way it's going and where it might end. So where will be your next stop? What are your plans? College, a job, some hard work with your hands? A degree, a job, some hard work with your hands is important. That much is clear, but that's not the only thing you need to know, dear. So I'm going to leave you some advice to consider. Work on these as hard as you work to learn Twitter. The first is A for attitude, that important quality that a person can alter his life simply by altering his or her attitude. B is for always, Booker T, believing in yourself. You're the one who has the last word on whether you succeed or you fail. C is for your character. Someone once said that character is who you are when no one is looking. Now, Booker T, it's up to you to shape the world and who you are and who you become through the decisions you make when no one is looking. It's up to you to seek the high road of honesty, integrity, fairness, and compassion toward others. Albert Einstein once said, "Seek not be a man or woman of success, but always a man or woman of value." My last one for you, Booker T, is the most important. Determination. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he or she had to overcome while trying to succeed. Today, anything seems possible, Booker T. Washington 2011 graduates. But there'll be days ahead when nothing seems possible. On those days, Booker T, you must reach deep within and find the determination to continue on. You must reach deep within and find courage to keep fighting for your dreams, fighting for what you know you will be and you can be. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give out, or don't ever give in. Pull determination out of your bag and keep pushing forward. People who get things done never give up. When they fail, they observe, learn, and get up. They make adjustments, not excuses. Booker T. Washington 2011 graduates, there's more about life that you'll learn as you go, because figuring things out on your own help you grow. Just trust in yourself and you'll climb every hill. Say, "I think I can," and you know what? You will. My message is just to say, Booker T. Washington 2011 graduates, I knew you could, I knew you would, and yes, you did too. That you'll come out on top after everything you've been through. From here, you'll go further and see brand new sights. You'll face brand new hills, and you'll rise to many new heights. Congratulations, 2011 graduates of Booker T. Washington Performing Arts School.
Good evening, everyone. As president of the National Honor Society, it is my privilege to welcome you all to the 2011 commencement ceremony for Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. Booker T. Washington is unlike most high schools. What makes our students unique is also the tie that binds us, a passion for the arts and a determination to pursue them. Most commencement ceremonies include numerous speeches meant to help propel the graduates toward their futures. But Booker T. Washington is different. Our inspiration doesn't come from speeches, but from our art. So tonight, our talented students will share their gifts with you. So, to family and friends, sit back and relax and enjoy the celebration. To my fellow seniors, I would like to quote my favorite lawyer, Miss L. Woods. It is with passion, courage of conviction, and a strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world, remembering that first impressions are not always correct. You must always have faith in people, and most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations, class of 2011. We did it!
Good evening. It's such an honor to speak to you all tonight, not only as salutatorian, but as a student of Booker T. Washington for the High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. Each student obviously has to audition to get in, and it's such a privilege when we are accepted and we get to study our cluster. And of course, we want to study our cluster all day, but we can't. So we work very hard on our academics, and we have such a wonderful balance here at Booker T that helps us excel in both our arts and our academics. I've had parents ask me whose children want to come to Booker T about the academics, and they have a kind of worried look on their face. And it's a legitimate concern that an arts school might let their academics slip. But that's not the case here at Booker T. We work very hard to excel both in our arts and our academics. It's no problem. They shouldn't worry about it. And it's easy to see. We've been exemplary for the past 2 years. We have 68 AP scholars in our senior class. And our SAT score is 54 points higher than the average score in Texas. And of course, we have to thank our great teachers for all the work that they do for us. They care for each one of us individually, and it's amazing that each teacher invests in about 800 students per year. This is what helps us strike our great balance, our teachers. How many teachers at an average school could understand the importance of allowing a senior to miss class for senior showcase? And how many teachers at an average school are so supportive of their students' extracurricular activities? When I went to public school in 7th and 8th grade, I had one teacher who refused to go to any of her students' extracurricular activities. She thought it would be unfair to only go to some students' activities, and therefore went to none. There are no teachers like this at Booker T. They always come to support us, and they always understand our commitment to our art. It's our teachers' spirit, understanding, and knowledge that raises our academics to the high caliber that they are, and I would like to thank them.
In a school where visual artists appear coy and unsuspicious, remarkable artwork is forged. But what is it they actually do behind closed studio doors? Welcome to an inside view of extreme visual arts.
Painting.
Art history.
All right, you cheese puffs, we've got a test coming up. It's time to study. Ready?
Photography.
Hey Megan, did you see those new flashes we got? I know, they're so bright.
Oh my god, yes! Ready to take some pics?
Yeah! I'll get the lights.
Oh my god!
Oops! Flash too bright.
Goody design.
Is it frozen?
Keep sweating.
Man, if this was a PC, we could just control delete.
You smell something.
Ceramics.
I think everyone should stare.
got blood on my plate.
Sorry.
Jewelry.
Drawing.
You guys are so far behind, I do not know what we're going to do. And you're just sitting here piddling around and not doing well. Focus, focus, focus. Yes, Miss Miller. Okay. Focus, focus.
My hand is cramping.
Yes, Miss Miller. Okay.
150 students who auditioned for the theater cluster, only 52 got into the program for the graduating year of 2011. Now, the audition process consists of 4 parts. You have acting, design, playwriting, and my personal favorite, mime and mask work. Yeah. When I auditioned, I was really excited about that part because it was physical theater, and I thought for sure it would be the easiest, and I would be a shoo-in for the school. Yeah, I was wrong. I went into the audition, and Miss Ferris gave me a scenario. You're on the planet Zorn, and you're trying to get ready for the morning, but everything is 10 times gravity than it is on Earth. Well, if they hadn't thrown science at me, I would have been fine. Needless to say, I began the audition with everything floating as opposed to the actual scenario. Everything's too heavy. Yeah, they stopped me and asked me to begin again, but by that point I was way too embarrassed to produce any kind of decent work. I left the audition thinking, I wasn't going to get into my dream school. And if indeed I had, I would never partake in physical theater. Yeah. Months later, I got my acceptance letter. Sophomore year, I was accepted into the mime troupe, and here I am graduating today, going to Coastal Carolina University for a BFA in physical theater. The point is, the seniors have been through so much, and they've been faced with many failures, but one thing the theater cluster has taught us all is how to grow from those failures and come out stronger than before.
As a freshman, lots of things are changing. New school, friends, teachers, and things can seem a little insecure from time to time. But one person who made all doubts disappear was Miss Smith. Miss Smith was one of the original teachers at Arts Magnet, and she was, in fact, who Paul Baker turned to create the theater cluster curriculum. She inspired self-belief and courage wherever she was, be it in the classroom teaching freshmen beginning makeup, or in the halls with just a smile. But then, after 32 years of being the theater cluster coordinator, the temptation of rest and relaxation was too much, and she retired. Ms. Cogdill took over, and she, of course, has done a splendiferous job, and take into account, I don't know what splendiferous means. Although Miss Smith is no longer at the school, she's still at the school, literally. She still comes to see most of the productions we produce, and she helps us out from time to time. Heck, we even produced her husband's play Chester and Grace in the fall of 2010. But beyond being here literally, the spirit Miss Smith imbued in Arts Magnet still remains and will forever remain. Ms. Smith, from the freshman class of your 32nd year of your 32 years as theater cluster coordinator, we thank you. And if you're out there tonight, we love you. If you're not out there tonight, Miss Smith, we love you, wherever you are.
The class of 2011 has endured many milestones, the biggest being the move from Nolan Estes back to our original home. Entering as freshmen, we were all just excited to know that we were coming to a place where our talents could be enhanced and explored. We were all very close. At Nolan Estes, the hallways were tight, the desks were small, and there were no windows, and that's what impacted us most. We had no choice but to be close. But as the clock ticked down for us to start moving into the new building, the teachers began to pack their belongings with the students' help, and that allowed me personally to build more one-on-one relationships with my teachers. But the day that we moved into the new building, there was just this aura. It was unbelievable. The students were smiling, happy, donuts were being given out. We couldn't believe that we were lucky enough to not only have this incredible building, but all the opportunities that came with it. The dancers have the Dallas Black Theater, the theater students have the Dallas Theater Center, the visual students have the Dallas Museum of Art, the musicians have the Myerson Symphony Center. There were just so many opportunities. We were in the heart of the Arts District. We are the heart of the Arts District.
Last year, while we prepared for our senior showcase and applied for colleges and scholarships, We realized we were no longer just people in a classroom learning or faces we passed in the hallway. We were a family, dignified and united with a common dream. As thespians and young adults, we leave here today stronger than we were when we first walked through the doors of Nolan Estes Plaza as baby freshmen, naive but hopeful. Gandhi said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." The Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts Theater Senior Class of 2011 will be the greatest change the world has ever seen by applying the aspects of their arts.
Mime and movement.
Acting.
Directing.
Playwriting.
Costume construction.
Set design.
Set design. Set construction.
Costume construction. Costume design.
Sound design.
Costume construction and musical theater.
Light design.
And we're forgetting anything?
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
Right.
Stop 2011.
From the day we arrive on the planet and blinking step into the sun, want to see that can never be seen, want to do that can never be done. Far too much to take in here, more to find that can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps getting small. The endless road, the circle of
Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own. You know what you know. You're the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. You may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true. Bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, your gang will fly on, you'll be left in the lurch. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or sneak around back and come in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up her mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long, wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, towards the most useless place, the waiting place for people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or the phone to ring, or their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where the boom bands are playing. Oh, the places you'll go. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you on TV. Except when they don't. Because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you play against you, all alone. Whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. And will you succeed? Yes. Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way. Thank you.
I would like for everyone to please stand. Oh, cool. Oh, so neat. Okay. Be quiet. I said be quiet. You can happily sit down. This is great. It feels like I have so much power. Oh, this is amazing. I wish this would happen every day. Okay. Can I please be quiet? Oh. Okay. I am a flautist. Do you know what this means? I am the second consecutive valedictorian to be a flautist. So it seems like flautists are taking over the world. Yeah. But seriously, I never thought I would stand here today. Based on my background, I shouldn't even be here. My parents did not attend high school. So I had no idea what a valedictorian or salutatorian was when I started high school. Ranking at the top of my class was never my objective. But I am proud to take this high honor, not for myself, but for the Hispanic community. My graduation goes against all odds. I am a contradiction. The high school dropout rate was 18.3% for Hispanics in 2008. 52% of Hispanic females get pregnant at least once before turning 20. 54% of those females don't graduate from high school. Hispanics are frowned upon and left in the dust. We are thought of as incapable and not as intelligent as others. My female Hispanic classmates that stand before you today and I are not pregnant or high school dropouts. We have come this far to go against the statistics that disfavor us. We are against all odds. We are a contradiction. In fact, everyone here is going against all odds. Everyone here is a contradiction. Aspiring artists are not supposed to reach success. Music, dance, these are not areas of study. Everyone should be a doctor or a lawyer to live a happy and successful life. Everyone is desperate to become the next movie star that no one will ever become. We have broken the artist stereotype. We study our art because we have a strong passion and love for it, not because we want to become rich and famous. We have an uncontrollable urge to practice our artistic abilities. Our art is not necessarily a hobby for us. It is a part of us. Art is something that makes each person in this graduating class a whole. Art is a gift to society. We are that gift. Art is what drives our advances in technology, ideas, and our lifestyles. Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Therefore, we are what will drive the future of humankind. These artistic graduates have worked diligently for 4 years, almost every day, for extended hours. Just come to Booker T at 8 p.m. to see teachers tutoring, students performing, studying, dancing, writing, creating. Some of my friends and I have 12-hour school days. This is a school with really no specific school hours. We basically live at school. We are here tonight to celebrate the graduation of a barrel of oddballs. This is a diverse group, a mix of races, genders, transgenders, values, ideas, yet we all respect and accept one another. After 12 years of schooling, it is finally time to say goodbye to our friends and mentors as we enter the adult world and the next stage of our lives. We, the artists, the oddballs, are the people that will bring new ideas, innovations into the new world. We don't paint with the same color. We don't mimic one another. We don't confine ourselves. We make use of everything within our reach. We make use of every pitch and hue. Our unlimited openness is what will lead us and everyone else into the future. I would like to thank our teachers. You all have been very hard workers. You have all been idealistic, have been great role models, and have been saving the world, like Mr. Betson, by taking public transportation. And thanks to everyone else who has helped us reach this point in our lives. But most importantly, I would like to thank our parents who have been raising us and taking care of us and have been waiting for this special moment. Thanks to everyone else who has prepared us so we can finally reach out for our goals and ambitions. Hopefully, we have obtained something upon leaving the school system, an education. But I want everyone to ask themselves, did I really learn something? Remember that an education is what remains after one has forgotten everything he learned in school. We stand here today as a unique graduating class, a class that has gone against statistics and the stereotypes of society. So congratulations to the oddballs, and I wish for the best of luck in your endeavors.
Each candidate is qualified to receive his or her diploma, or they are otherwise qualified to participate in this graduation ceremony consistent with the laws of the state of Texas and the Dallas Independent School District. It is now my honor to present these candidates for graduation to the Dallas Independent School District Board Trustee of District 9, the Honorable Bernadette Nuttall.
I am pleased to award these diplomas, certifying that they are graduates of the Dallas Independent School District.
Lopez. Coralie Lorraine Wagenhurst. Crystal Aldretta. Erin Nicole Alexander. Austin Allen. Dorian Denzel Hilliard Alston. Elise Delia Alvarado. Alexander Theodore Anderson. Devin Michael Anderson. Avery J. Andrews. Barbara Avendaño. Maya Danielle Beavers. Martha Mary Benjamin. Taylor Lee Berry. Janae Teresa Brent. Carlise Elizabeth Brooks. Mallory Michaelin Brophy. Chalet Gurley Markey Brown. Christopher Denard Brown. Austin Cale Buckner. Bryson Anthony Camper. Dylan Thomas Cantu. Kylie Ray Cantu. Melissa Cardenas. Juan Angel Castro. LaQuaylen Rashad Choice. Madison Lint Christ. John Patrick Christie. Christopher Ray Clark. Caitlin Rose Clemens. Jerica Marie Coughlin. Caitlin Samantha Crawford. Ashley Cruz. Courtney Elizabeth Dahl. Tiger Darrow. Sydney Vicious Davis. Kiara Shantae Denman. Sylvia Lucia Diaz-Roa. Carolyn Dingwall. Emily Rochelle Dumhoff. Samantha Lee Dozier. Jeray Dawson Dublin. Frida Celeste Duckelberg. Sasha Janae Dunleavy. Maria Lynn Duran. Andrew Joseph Durham. Tyler Janie English Beckwith. Rory Faherty. Jacob Patrick Fenton. Alexander Childress Ferguson. Vincent Rafael Fleo. Alejandra Flores. Lanisha Shakira Ford. And Andrea Elisa Forte. Jeremy Loyan Friedberg. Caitlin Elizabeth Galloway. Sarah Graham Galloway. Martha Elizabeth Gans. Janice Lee Garcia. Paola Guadalupe Garcia. Monica Garden. Emmanuel Garza. Zara Ruth Garza. Kayla Nicole Gaston. Madeline Mays Goff. Angelica Virginia Gomez. Clarissa Gonzalez. Nicholas Ryan Gonzalez. A Miracle Copper Gowdy. Joshua William Greenfield. Anastasia Valentina Grinaldi. Danielle Ashley Grubb. Judith Gutierrez. Alicia Leanne Hallmark, John Thomas Hansen, Fatima Hernandez, Logan Magdalene Herod, Taylor Nicole Hill, Delaney Michelle Elizabeth Hillian, Joshua East Hobbs, Camelia Prentisha Holman, Omar Hanif Humphrey, Abigail Barry Jackson, Omar Molidna Jawar II, Felicia Crystal Gale Jordan, Lillian Summer Keller, Olivia Holland Kernigan, Dylan Michael King, Dasha Yakira Kings, Rachel Magdalene Cato, Lauren Elise Kravitz, Catherine Louise Krug, Melicia Chantal Latham, Jake Christopher Ledbetter, Lindsay Nicole Lewis, Trinity Walker Lewis, Carol Ann Lightfoot, Danny Eileen Lopez Rojina, Macy Lynn Lurero, Jose D. Lozano, Daniel Ryan Lucio, Luis A. Martinez, Carly Lane Mason, Joshua McCullough, Emily Grace McDaniel, Erica Bridget Messonnier, William Alexander Morviant, Daniel Eugenio Munoz Vidal, Richard Santos Munoz Vidal, Melissa Ann Neesmith, Jennifer Lynn Ng, Julian Tuan An Nguyen, Courtney Katarina Norris, Allison Lee Payne, Diara Monet Payne, Albany Jazz Phillips, Amber Barbie Pickens, Jonathan Anthony Pompey, Alexandra Nicole Pucciarelli, Julian Cyril Quinson, Euridia Marnia Ramos, Taylor Joel Randall, Christopher Blake Reese, Billy Beth Ricka, Evelyn Roberts, Reed Lawson Roberts, Tiara Janae Robinson, Myra Alejandra Rodriguez, Amanda Page Rojas, Anthony Dwayne Ross, Corey Elizabeth Rushing Parker, Ksenia Nikolavna Samsonova, Savannah Rose Saxton, Caitlin Noel Schweier, Taylor Chadwick Shelberg, Bailey Michelle Sherrard, Emily Elizabeth Sizemore, Shelby Marie Sloan, Deanna Holly Smith, Madeline Kara Soich, Eric Solis, Austin Lee Starnes, Ariel Elise Stevenson, Chloe Robin Sturgis, Rachel Louise Suggs, Bernadette Elena Sustea, Estrella Victoria Thomas, Morgan Lee Toby, Kiara Patrice Tony, Karina Torres, Gustavo Torres, Betsy Nelmir Tovar, Luis Miguel Trujillo, Angelica Valdez, Caitlin Sheree Dantayo, Mary Catherine Bond, Victoria Marie Barando, Leslie Ines Bonner, Megan Lynn Wainwright, Adrienne Dominique Walker, Megan Marie Ward, Shantiera Nicole Watson, Haley Madison Webb, Sierra Catherine Weiss, Afton Paige Welch, Brendan Joseph Wells, Emily Janelle Westerheide, Shulia Michelle Whitmore, Zachary Farrell Whittlesey, Amanda Lorraine Willis, McKinley Danielle Willis, Lily Landau Woolens, Ian Phelan Wood, Sydney Janae Wright, Stormy Elizabeth Yarborough, Irae Yu.
Hello, everyone. As Student Council President, it is my honor to speak to you guys tonight. First off, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you out here tonight. It is because of your continual love and your support that why we're standing here tonight, so thank you. We have accomplished great things, but not compared to what we're about to. Well, now is the part where I'm supposed to say quote goodbye, per se, and it was tough trying to find the right quote. I mean, we all have our favorite quotes, right? So, my personal favorite quote was from The Little Engine That Could, but since that quote has already been taken, I decided to go with one by Herbert Spencer. The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action. So, fellow almost complete graduates, don't walk out of here as just graduates. Walk out of here as successful individuals who are going to do great things. Through all the tears and all the joy, we all know we'll miss Booker T. And we'll never forget the people that we met here. Go forth and do great things, Booker T. Make us all proud. Okay, almost graduates, it's tassel time. It is a long-honored tradition that at the end of the commencement ceremony, seniors move their tassels from the right to the left to symbolize the transition from student to graduate. In keeping with this tradition, I would now ask for seniors to please all stand. As graduates of Booker T. Washington High School, the Performing and Visual Arts, please join me in moving your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2011. We really did it! Woo! Seniors, please remain standing.
We will now sing the school song. First time through, it will just be the choir. Second time through, please join us.
All people have a splendor they can share, and dreams must follow a clear path. A school for artists has that certain flair to grace and glisten into life. Sing a song, dance a dance, be an actor if you wish. Paint a picture that all dreamers can pursue. Beautiful